Hey, friends. Did you just wave your hand backwards?
We were doing a John Freeman thing.
His name was John Freeman. Say I'm offline? I don't know what that means. Welcome in, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
So the last 60 hours have been kind of insane. Are we coming through loud and clear? There's a little bit of music. Is the music
I
okay?
to lean on someone.
Lean on me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
let's
hang
lean
on.
on the worst back in the room.
Why did you have to stand next to me? Look how short I look.
We're on the wrong mic.
Yeah.
He's for sure.
Let's do it this way. Okay. Now we're all here.
It's going to be one of those kinds of streams.
Let's get weird. Yes, it is. Welcome, everybody. We are quite tired, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
On average, how much do you think we've slept?
Yeah, there you
Like
go. There's a poll.
5 hours a night for me, I think.
I've been getting a solid 8.
Let's just remember these microphones. We don't have to lean into them at all.
Must
These are best used at like a foot away from your face.
must be nice.
Yeah.
So I need to stand by the door then, is what you're saying.
I mean, we can do like a first perspective Gandalf thing where I'm just like standing all the way in the back and.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I did have to turn one down earlier today. Oh man.
Hi everyone.
The last 60 hours have been incredible.
Thank you for the donation, BSR.
Yes,
Thank
thank you.
Taya.
Thank you.
Where we
And
at right
there's
now?
69 cents again. There
Yep.
we go.
Matt, I'm not leaving until Tuesday. I'm sleeping before that.
That's what he thinks.
$20,371.69.
Yeah, wow.
Wow, you guys.
It's amazing to raise more money than the year before, but a giant round number makes it somehow very special. I'm a
Yes.
simple person
Yeah.
like that. So as a reminder, last year we raised a little over 15,000. And of course,
The first year we raised about 5,000. We've done 4 times that amount in
Yep.
4 years.
yeah.
Mine.
Yeah, and we certainly didn't take 96 hours to do it. In the
No.
sense that in year one we did it in 24 hours, and now we only did 60 hours.
That's true.
Only.
And a couple hours ago, we crossed into $50,000 cumulative
Yeah,
raised
we are-
for Save over
we
the past
are
couple of years.
At about 53,000 lifetime in 4 years, which
Yes.
is an insane amount. And thank you everyone who's been a part of that in the past, in the present, in all of it. There's a future there also somewhere.
And yeah, we still have t-shirt sales to...
No, the t-shirt sales went into torturing Sean Beadland.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Correct. You're right.
So all the t-shirt money, which was about what?
About
200
$300.
Yeah.
What will still happen is obviously everyone can still donate now, and basically until the end of April. Eventually, we will make a news post on the website that it's going to get closed, and we'll announce like the real total.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of milestones we can still reach. There's plenty of incentives that people can still pick. I will say it is up to the individual streamers to honor that after the event. I know I will be. I know plenty of people will be. But if they're like, no, it didn't happen during the event, so I don't want to do it, that's up to them. I will check with participants to see if I need to take stuff off the website to make that easier. But for now, yeah, we're not done. But I mean, look, this is an amazing amount. This is I feel like the biggest increase we've done, especially considering we only went up 12 hours.
yeah.
So
for
everybody did an amazing job. A special thanks to quick check.
Go ahead.
Sir Spamasum, Calamity Nolan, and Dragoon Zero, who are basically our top 3 highest donors.
Yeah, bravo, guys.
Very much
Thank you.
appreciated.
I just saw Emicat was asking when people will be notified, how they'll be notified about the rewards from the incentives.
Yeah, so after I get home and sleep for about a week, No, like later this week, I will go through all the donation information and I will parse it and split it up into the time slots, and I will let the participant streamers know what was donated during their hour and what of their rewards was picked, and then it is up to them to contact the people that can get something from them, and if they need more information. So I don't know, give them some time for them to do that, so don't start pestering them that they haven't contacted you yet.
I just want to jump in here and say thank you to Jesper for that donation that just came in. Much appreciated.
Now at a round number.
That's Sans.
Oh. Oh, but it is 420.
Yeah, it's 2420 now.
There we go.
Congratulations, you have memed.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're all very proud of the fact that we had to sort of talk about the sex number a whole bunch with the executive director of Save&Raid. That was totally not awkward. But to be fair, Eric and Jen, who was on stream earlier today and who was in the office today as well, have been delightful. They are great people. It has been amazing to see how much they've been on board with our particular brand of weirdness.
I've never been more comfortable to have a director in the same room as me.
Oh, for sure.
Fact.
I mean, it helps that he's not our boss, but no.
But still.
And it could have been so much weirder to not just an executive director of the charity that we're working with, but also just a man who is significantly older than us. And I'm not saying that necessarily has to mean that it is weird, but it could have been. I know plenty of people younger than him that would have been worse to have in the room the entire time, because he's been here since Thursday.
I did hear him mumble under his breath once. I think you guys are crazy.
I mean, he's right.
He's not wrong, but I don't think a man who just dyed his hair half blue, half green with a purple stripe, a pink stripe in the middle, has any sort of moral high ground to
say we're crazy.
No, I do want to comment on that both Eric and Jen have just been game for whatever, to the point where I think we had to be like, oh, you guys are getting a little crazy over here. Not really, but they really have just been so excited to be a part of this and learn about the community and ask good questions and genuinely be like curious and engaged about all of this. It's been awesome.
Interested to learn about like our lives and our, livelihood with this.
Yeah, for sure. Lily, yes, I'm very tired, but it is mostly because I know what's coming.
Yeah.
That I seem tired.
Yeah, we got a special thing.
We got some stuff to do at the end for sure.
Back on the Jen and Eric thing. They were really, so neither of them play video games or have ever really watched streams before this, and they were so excited to learn. There was even one point that Seek handed his Steam Deck over to Jen and was showing her to play Gris, and honestly, like, I was like so giddy over in my corner, being like, "This is amazing."
Wholesome. Just Seek very patiently explaining to someone who's never played a video game, or basically never played a video game, how some stuff worked.
Yeah. And then she was like, "Oh, I made the jump," and we were like, "Yeah!"
It was very nice. And in the meantime, like, the event was happening, and I was editing a video, and like stuff was happening. This whole HQ room has been such a fucking pleasant thing.
Yes. For sure.
Sorry.
The Quadland is one of my favorite things.
Matt, I have no idea. Matt asked if I have an inkling of what is waiting for me with Legends 2. I mean, it's been here a while, but I am a man of my word / I have some restraint. I've not looked. I have no idea. Doesn't mean I'm not fucking worried.
Thank you so much, Hairball, for the 34 months. It was very kind of you.
Honestly, Sans, we all smell really pretty good. Like, we're a good smelling group.
How does the room smell? Yeah, no, we're not. None of us are smelly people.
The room is very neutral. That is not true. I am a very smelly person. Because I did a thing earlier
there's that.
I did do a thing earlier this day that we recorded, and we will be playing while I read Legends.
It's true. He got sweaty.
And then we got these. I don't actually know where the picture was posted. I can't get to it. I'm just gonna pretend that that's because my arms are so fucking massive. But it's here. We got temporary tattoos, and I didn't want to shower because I didn't want to get rid of that immediately because I was afraid. So I haven't showered since the thing that I did. That all sounds so weird, but I don't want to say what it is yet.
You know, it's true though. Like the room actually doesn't smell bad. It smells like LaCroix and occasional like Cheeto.
I play a lot of board games with friends in a room that's a little smaller than this. And while you're in the room, it doesn't smell, but then you leave and you come back and you notice it. There's none of that here.
No,
you come back, it's still neutral.
Yeah.
Also,
they shower all the time. It's worth mentioning that this converted garage has its own HVAC unit in it. Like the air circulates in here.
It's real nice.
I don't know why this is the thing we just spent 5 minutes answering, but
because someone asked, and
LaCroix.
We are definitely in a state of mind where you just gotta ask, and we'll spend some time talking about it. I want to know some things from everyone here, like some of your favorite, one or two, or just one favorite moment from the event, and maybe like a milestone that you're most excited about, either from yourself and or from someone else. And I know
from all of us.
Yeah, from all of us. I mean, chat can chat, but I'm not gonna read.
I wasn't sure you were talking to us.
Chat can chat, but I'm not gonna read it all.
Things that we're excited about. I mean, I'm pumped about Doc having to eat those off-menu Meat Mountain nonsenses from Arby's because
I'm not. I feel bad for him.
You feel bad for him?
I want him to make better life choices.
That's something I look forward to ever since he started doing that. Which it's silly, and I do feel bad for his body, but it's gonna be.
And Doc's hour was really fun.
Yeah.
I very much waited after I gave that bag of Reaper pepper to Sean Beanland. This is something like we grew these Carolina Reapers last year, and we dried them out. We dried them out by first we smoked them on our pellet grill, which is the most amazing smell you will ever come across. It's like the citrus, smoky, spicy, dangerous smell. And then we dried them and ground them into pepper. Sean ended up with it a year later. Pellet grill is a smoker. Yeah, it uses condensed wood and pellets to create a smoke or a low heat. It can also be used as a hotter grill. It gets like 400 or 500. But it's these peppers are dangerous. I'm scared of them. We use them to flavor sausages that we made, my wife and I. So it was really fun to Sean, take this, set a price, and he's like, I'll think about it. And then he ended up doing it. But seeing yes, it's pain, but the moment that he was like, that's really good flavor, was really it felt so good.
Havok was shouting at the TV, that's what I've been saying. Yeah. It is good flavor.
Yeah.
Doctor says about the you're not eating 21 sandwiches in one go. You had a whole year. That
honestly makes me feel a little bit better.
Oh, you didn't realize.
I was legitimately... Well, I mean, look, I'm hoping he's not an idiot. But
if that meat mountain, though, just eating one of those in one go.
I mean, that's just an abomination. I'm not even talking about that.
Sounds like we're having sound issues, lots of crackling.
That is honestly a little offensive, that meat mountain.
One of these mics.
Bit of interface in the audio.
Is it me?
Might have been the phone. Let's move the phones off the table.
Yes. I don't need them. Go away, phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Suck.
Yeah, I just saw one get set next to a mic cord.
Stop yelling at me, Amy Cat.
For me, it was seeing the game played with a Guitar Hero controller, which has inspired. I have 3 or 4 of those things at home. I kind of want to do that, not necessarily for Half-Life, but see if I can do that for other games. That seems actually like a lot of fun. And I mean, it has to be Crunchy Snacker with the cone of shame from his dog around his face, yelling, "I can't see."
I'm so sad I missed that I was in the shower when that happened.
It was very good.
I'll have to go back and
watch it.
watch
Made me laugh a hell of a lot more than I thought it would. And again, it's. I mean, I do want this man. I like this man, so I want him to make good life decisions. But I'm glad he didn't at that point.
Somebody brought up the Guitar Hero boss, the steering wheel boss fight that Wolfie T Plays did.
That's
Yep.
fucking. That was impressive.
I was asleep during that, and I need to go back and watch the VOD.
Yeah, it was very impressive though.
With everything going all weekend, there wasn't time to go back and watch VOD, so I got to do that this week.
Especially because like the one thing that when I was like, oh, this is going to be really difficult is the clutch. I think was switching between weapons, which meant it took way longer, and you have to switch between weapons a lot in that game. So I was just thinking like, okay, this is never going to work, but it worked. That was cool.
Yeah. What about you? What was your favorite thing?
So I always love a Mondo stream, especially a Mondo Save and Raid stream. I hope you have recovered, Mondo. It was delightful. We're also excited for you to welcome little baby Mondo into the world. And yeah, always fun to watch. A milestone I am excited for, and this is selfish, but I am going to be taking over Havok's channel on Saturdays to play the original Sims.
Yeah, we're going to have some Sims content.
That's sweet.
This is going to be original Sims like Windows 95, 98. Might actually be a Windows 95 computer.
Oh, okay. I thought Sims was 98. We can argue about it later. Anyways, I'm going to be playing some old Sims.
I'm really excited about
That'll
that.
be cool.
I'm saying this because I actually have a Windows 95 computer that I'm trying to restore, or will be after vacation.
Did you not already install all the Sims? That's like one of the first things you did.
Yeah.
When
they're on a
when
computer.
I came over. Okay. Well,
As a backup.
yeah, no, of course. Fair enough. Very cool.
I spend all my free time just installing things around the room on various computers to see what runs the best. Some kind of weird full-time job that I don't pay myself for.
I really enjoyed House of Mike. I just felt like he had such good charisma when it came to those freaking beans. Took them all like a champ, and just like had such a good time with it. It was very much like it's so terrible, but we're okay, everything's fine. It was kind of like Sean Beeline when he was like, this is fine, everything's fine. And milestone that I'm excited about is actually one of my own, where I get to dye my hair again.
Yay.
What
It's
color?
been a long time.
So I
Probably
haven't
since,
had
like,
my
4
hair
years.
dyed in 2.5 years, and it will be the purple and blue colors from our Save and Raid logo.
That's going to be so good.
Yeah. So I am going to make an appointment tomorrow with my hairstylist, and I'll keep you guys posted and kind of document the process. So
Sweet. That's awesome.
very excited for that.
A couple of years ago, I did the low lights in my hair.
Yeah,
That did not last as long. Like, it was like $300 and just was gone in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can't wash your hair a lot when you get stuff
I don't
like
really
that.
have that kind of hair.
And if you do, you gotta do really, really cold water.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't do as much hair the next time, and maybe just do like one strip in the front.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I just cut the last month. I just cut the last little bit of blonde out of it.
Okay. Yeah.
So that took about 2 years for my hair to grow that long. Interesting.
Milestones? Anything?
For myself, or
Yeah, for both. Either.
I'm excited about. I've got a couple different co-op milestones with different people to play co-op games with them. Like typically, and my brain's half asleep. Get another one. I'll look at my list. I promise. I'm sorry.
You know, there's a website.
There
It's
is.
okay.
There is.
There is a website, and I could have been nicer to everyone and actually,
Sacra. Yeah. Sacra.
and actually brought that up. I love that Sacra saying Sacra. Very good.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We're all very tired. Why do I have a feeling I will be
Rad,
end up
I will not
playing
force
Diablo 2
you.
with LGG.
We can come to an agreement.
It doesn't have to be Diablo 2. It can be Diablo 3.
No.
Over someone's dead body?
Yeah.
Sure, okay. So for me, for my own, I have a bunch, and I'm honestly very excited that I can make my wife be okay with the fact that we're getting the Rivendell Lego set. because that's just a good excuse to do a very financially stupid thing. But that'll be a very exciting series of streams to do. The most excited I am, and sorry to everyone else I'm doing streams with, the most excited I have to be about the fact that I'm gonna stream every month with Rat now. Like, instead of just doing one, we'll start doing monthly stuff, and I mean, she's great. That's gonna be amazing. I'm very excited about that.
Pie's saying he's excited about the banana mayo sandwiches. We weren't able to get that done while Seek was still here. He had to fly back at 7 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, we've been kind of busy.
Yeah, and we've eaten so many snacks and food that we were just like, we can't do this tonight.
We're not hungry. Yeah.
Yeah, we're really not hungry.
So
we're
much
gonna film that.
And I do want to enjoy it.
Yeah,
because this is not a thing like, oh, we're making a gross thing. We especially are super on board with this. This is something that I don't know if we've talked about too much, but this is something we both from childhood got from our parents, like incredibly individually. And basically, Maddie is the first person in the world that I've talked to about this, and that didn't look at me like I was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, no. So what we're gonna do is, like, I'm gonna make, like, what I think is the be all end all of banana mayo sandwiches, and he's gonna make what he thinks is he remembers from his childhood, or what. I don't know, how do you
I'm
word
gonna
it?
make the best fucking thing ever, and he's gonna make his shitty old stupid
Yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. But so we'll make them for each other.
And I get to escape this another day.
Yeah, you do. You get to escape it another day.
That's okay.
But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll post a video to the Discord.
We will figure out a way to enrich your life beyond all comprehension.
You know who doesn't get to escape the tasting?
It's retro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's retro. So yeah, that's coming. We couldn't do it tonight.
Yeah. For sure.
I really want to give a special thanks to everybody that's helped us get stuff set up for this.
So many wonderful people.
TechLink always working on the website. TechLink worked on the bot. Captain Peel Card made this amazing overlay that we all got to use this year. Which, I mean, those two things made this event so much better than all the previous years.
Yeah, and you can't see it, but like we have a TV on that side of the room for the entire weekend. Like at the early start of the weekend, Peelcard was still working on like a dashboard for donations for us, and we've been using it ever since he released it, and it's so useful.
I can show you guys. This. Real quick, just give me a second. No.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I'll just spoil it.
That's okay.
All right. So this is what we were looking at, for most of the weekend, was this nice dashboard running on a Raspberry Pi that kept top donors and all the donations going by. And Captain Peelcard did an amazing job with this.
No.
Hopefully in coming years we'll be able to get this out to everybody, or something derivative of it that people can display on monitors in their rooms during the event, having the background on their video walls or whatever. But yeah, that was really nice.
Peelcard's already thinking about improvements or beta testing it.
But also, we really want to thank the guide team.
Oh my god.
The guide team this year made this event run so smoothly, and they stepped up above and beyond even what we brought them on for, helping with save files and technical troubleshooting. Like we were all sitting down here in the watch party, like all ready to jump out of our chairs and take care of business, and we almost didn't have to the whole weekend.
So yeah, like, because people might not know that, but in previous years, what this event has been, for me at least, and for most of us, is you sit behind your computer, you sort of pay attention to the event, but you're mostly working on like, okay, there's donations coming in, I need to let the streamer know. I'm working on like making sure everyone is set up for their stream that's coming, and then you're either helping people with save files or stressing out about like when someone goes to another stream and the raid might not go as well. The bot and the guide team allowed us to follow the event.
Yeah, we actually got to watch the full event
and watch it and actually pay attention to that. That, in combination with the fact that I'm here, is great, because I'm very happy that it wasn't just all of us behind our laptops or computers just not paying attention to either each other or the event. And it's been, obviously that's not the main reason to have these things, but it has been really, really nice. And they did a great job, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever heard from a participating streamer that they were annoyed or unhappy with the guide team. I haven't heard anything.
Nor the bot.
Nor the bot, so...
It was also just like so charming, the messages that they would put as soon as like they like rated in, like, hello so and so, like, I'm going to be your guide person, like, you know, I'm here at your for your assistance. It was just like the cutest thing. And then especially some of you that had that bit where like you would ring up and they'd be like, hello, yes, this is the 1-800 hotline.
I really enjoyed the part where MacLad called into the hint line and was like, he's like, I need, the hint line was like, I need to tell you it's going to be like $4.99 a minute. And he's like, it's fine, I got my parents' credit card.
My parents'
like, I was howling in here good. When I heard that. That was the funniest thing that I'd ever heard.
And they really just, they rode that line between like, we want to make sure that people know we're available and we don't want to interfere where we're not wanted so perfectly. Mm-hmm. It was so nice. Huge
shout out to Old School Jay, who runs the hint team.
Mm-hmm.
We basically brought him on board to the team last year to start this up, because we had this idea late into the event last year, and he knocked it out of the park.
The idea was actually raised by I think Toasty. It was but we took it and ran with it because it was a good idea. Jay pulled it together and got everybody on board, and you guys were all fantastic, and we're gonna be having meetings and talks about the future of that, and
I think
what we're gonna do with it in future years. Because you guys all showed us that that's here to stay. That's here to stay and probably grow.
Like, we've learned a lot from what we've seen happen this year that we didn't even anticipate.
Is there anyone else we wanted to thank for various things?
I want to thank Radgrid for two things. She rocked it with social media this year.
Absolutely.
Did a lot of planning in advance. Everybody got shout outs. We used the cards that we made with Save to a great degree, and it's just been fun. I like that she put effort into all the messages. Like, it's a lot of planning in advance and just like making sure that goes out, but none of the messages were like form and boring and the same. It was all fun. She made a lot of cool jokes. But mostly I want to thank her for being literally the only person in the European time zone behind the scenes this year, which could not have been easy, because I do feel a little bit like I just left her there. But she stepped up. She did great. I think here we did sort of accommodate for the fact that, some of us went to bed late. Some of us woke up a little earlier to make sure that she didn't have to do like too many hours. But no, I really want to thank her for that. That was great. And honestly, I mean, next year we need to just make sure we both get up here, because it would be really fucking cool if we could do that.
It would be really great to have every bit of staff together for the 5th year. Yeah. Because that's a big 5th year is going to be a big milestone. 4th year is every year's a big.
And then we'll just leave the European streamers on their own. They can figure it out.
Yeah. No, I really hope that next year we're all able to be together. A quick shout out to Yoshimitsu, who created this year's logo, which was friggin' amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm forgetting somebody.
Probably.
I am so tired right now.
Probably. Thank you to Jay from Tarnished Armor Studios as well. He provided a lot of the visual elements.
Yeah.
For Captain Peel card.
Yeah, the animation at the end of the
overlay.
Thing.
That was really nice. And Jay's done stuff for us in the past. In year 2, he made that trailer that looked really cool. And he's been just a huge cheerleader and champion of the event since he found out about it in year 1. So I want to thank him for that. And his stream was super fun too.
Next year, hosting the event from a hotel room in Vegas. Matt Glad, this is Vegas.
Yeah.
look around.
But Vegas doesn't have comfy couches and blankies. So like,
I'm pretty sure they do, but Vancouver, Washington, from what I know about America now and from what I've seen, is definitely the Vegas of the Pacific Northwest. So
We even have a lion and tiger show.
That's probably Seattle.
disclaimer:
but
I've
okay.
never been to Vegas, and I might be lying. I would not want to go to Vegas. Vegas is way too fucking hot for me.
Yeah.
It's like 100 degrees in there.
Vegas
Look
doesn't
at you
have
using Fahrenheit.
I know, right?
See, he goes to Walmart and Costco.
Turning into
once.
American.
After singing the Star Spangled Banner or the anthem.
After mouthing the lyrics I didn't know and then yelling "brave" at the end.
Yeah, he went to Costco with like an apple and
Discovered
almost bought an
Danish.
American flag.
I did almost buy an American flag. To burn? No.
Oh,
I would never.
So unpatriotic.
I know, right? I think I made a joke at some point, and I was like to Eric, like, I think that's treason what I just said, and he's like, no, you're not American, it's fine. I was okay. I've been having a blast here. And,
yeah.
Everybody's been
Welcome
great,
to Costco, I love you.
and also, yes, welcome to Costco. I love you, for sure.
Yeah. And thank you, Artyom and Apple, for hosting us in your home and feeding us so many
Please take
snacks.
food back with you.
And well, I don't know if TSA will allow that, but
Yeah,
We'll
so
I will try my darndest.
a little view behind the scenes. I think pretty much everyone who entered our house over the past few days saw Bogle as an opportunity to like bring all their favorite junk food
Yes.
with. So you know we've got to show Bogle 8 different flavors of Oreos and what's your favorite species of Reese's?
I mean,
I feel like it's the eggs.
before today, I would have said it's probably still the cups, the one thing that I can get at home, because I've been knee deep in different Reese's things.
Doom
I
episode,
will say
knee deep in the Reese's.
Today I had the big egg. The big egg is real good.
So not the sticks
The sticks are okay. There's too much fluffer in there.
and not the cereal.
That's a good point, actually.
Because you were really challenged.
I mean,
So
the
this
cereal-
man like heats up like 4 slices of pizza or whatever. No, he had like 2 halves of 2 different vegan sandwiches, and then he just like fills up a bowl of Reese's cereal. Just like, I also wanted this, and just eats the whole thing.
So
My dietitian, if you're
before, yeah, exactly. Stefania, please just turn off the stream. she's in Greece right now. Before I came here, I worked out like 6 times a week. I need my food. I mean, not all that carbs and sugar that I got here, but still, I'm hungry sometimes. My favorite non-Reese's snack.
I think it could be a Reese's snack too.
No, I know, but I
Well,
just
someone
said-
asked what snack for the
Okay.
first time did he have? Was his
Oh,
favorite.
what? So I was introduced to our good friend Debbie. She's a little small. Little Debbie's a little small, but
yeah, you had
she's-
a cosmic brownie.
I had a cosmic brownie. Those were a full fucking meal. What else did I have? Bunch of stuff. I can't remember now. Bunch of good cheese.
Yeah, he did have Wonder Bread.
I did have Wonder
had
Bread.
a very solid suggestion about taking Bogle to Dairy Queen for a Reese's Blizzard.
Ooh,
that's
I've never had a
actually-
blizzard. That's a
Actually, a
good.
pretty good idea. We could do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And make sure you hold it upside down to make sure it's,
They have to.
Not
They have
inside
to
the house, of
demonstrate
course.
it. Otherwise, it's a free Blizzard.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sounds like an American thing. Oh, Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We go
Yeah,
Girl
they got haggled by Girl Scouts at
I got
Costco.
Girl Scouts cookies today. That was fun. That's not a thing we have, so that was sweet.
You can get Girl Scout cookie Blizzards.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes,
Yep.
Samoas for sure.
Wham.
What else do we want to talk about?
How much we're gonna sleep?
I mean,
I'm trying to think of what else there really is to cover. Like, you guys did fantastic. I mean, this is the best event we've ever had.
yes. Yeah, and we can talk about that
Till we're blue in the face.
Yeah.
till the cows come home.
Yeah.
What I will say is that so we have gotten so many milestones done. So I definitely want all of you to keep track of Save and Raid's social media and just keep in touch with the Discord, because there will be a lot of really cool streamers doing a lot of really weird and funny and cool things over the course of basically the entirety of next year. There are definitely some milestones that we could still get to, right? We crossed 20k, and that is most of what we wanted to do.
It was like 100 milestones.
Oh,
There
yeah,
are
List
easy.
just
so
keeps going.
many.
Oh,
yeah.
easy. So
He's
I
scrolling
think,
down it on his laptop, and it just goes forever.
I think last year we did do 100 milestones, and we have so many more people this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did exactly 100 milestones last year, and we raised so much more money. And yeah, so there are some cool stuff still at 24,000, 25,000, and 30,000. Now that is obviously we're not there yet. I haven't really been paying attention if people are donating still. Some are coming in. But that is a long way away. But some of those are really fun, and I hope we can maybe get there throughout the course of, maybe people still want some merch. Maybe people can still get some people on board with donating to the event if they couldn't this weekend for, I don't know, they hadn't gotten their paycheck yet or whatever. But
On that, somebody asked if the t-shirts, the merch was going to stay up past the event, and yes, it is. It'll basically stay up until I'm feeling not lazy and take it down. So sometimes close to start planning next year's event, I'll take it down. So
yeah, and
the merch is available.
And in terms of the Tiltify campaign, I basically promised not to take it down before the end of April, and at that point, it will be done at a point where I feel like it. So and think about it, which means we'll announce this definitely on the Discord as well.
As far as next year's event,
Just briefly, the one that I want to touch on, just because it's really funny. If we get to 30,000, Eric has to shave his entire head, which is a little sad because he did just dye all the hair. But
I'm really intrigued to know what TSA thinks of him tomorrow.
oh god, I want him to keep the hazmat suit on.
yeah,
Just travel in that.
So Eric's right now walked out of our house wearing this hazmat suit that he wore to like wrapped around his neck, and got all his hair sprayed and dyed, as there's just like rainbow streaks down the shoulders.
Yeah, because
It was a sight.
at 14,000, this side went green. At 16,000, this side went dark blue, but he thought that was too dark and he couldn't see very well, so he was like, fuck it, we'll do some pink down the middle.
I promise that his head is staining a headrest somewhere.
Yep.
Yes.
Those hotel pillows will never be the same.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Shiloh in.
Just shut up.
He's right now sitting in a sauna with that guy with his crazy hair.
Hashtag not sponsored.
So looking forward to next year. Next year's gonna be our fifth event. What we're gonna do, we didn't have it prepared tonight, but we'll throw out an interest poll here the next couple days to kind of judge what we're gonna be voting for next year. We know that we're gonna be testing save files for the Tomb Raider remastered trilogy, and then kind of figure out like how many hours that would be. And we know that there's a lot of interest in Diablo 1 and 2. So those more than likely are going to be on next year's vote. That's non-binding, but that's our plan. And then we're going to have a poll engage, like...
Cross.
We'll have a poll to gauge like a third game to have on the vote, because having 3 is pretty good. So we were all sitting around and being like, man...
Oh, jeez.
Dark Forces.
There we go.
Oh, God.
Fixed it.
Knights of the Old Republic. Those are kind of what, when we were asked by Eric, like, what games do we want to see next year? And that was like me and Bogle's answer was
Oh, yeah.
some of those Star Wars
Some
games.
Star Wars stuff?
Yeah.
That would be really cool. So, because next year is something that Eric reminded us of.
There is a Dark Forces remaster coming
That is true.
soon.
Yeah, that
very
is true.
soon.
Eric reminded us of the fact that next year is our 5th anniversary, so we got to make that a big deal.
Yeah.
Yup.
We were also being like, well, we made it to 60 hours, so what's the end goal? 69 hours?
Yeah, we didn't even discuss that when Seek was still here, but I like 69 hours.
Also, my hair is in your beard now.
I mean, that's okay.
HR is going to have to review
My
that.
hands were in the pockets. I mean,
Just saying.
Wow, the bot is letting me know we need to wrap up.
10 minutes.
Oh man,
I think I'm gonna need a little bit longer for this.
I looked at chat and I was like, what chat member would say that to me? Oh, it's our bot.
Wrap it up.
How dare?
Right after we sung its praises.
I know. Seek just popped up in chat as soon as you said exactly.
For sure. Seek, unfortunately, already home. I hope. At least his plane landed.
Yeah, Seek got home safe.
Nice.
Good.
Very good. Very nice to hear. It was amazing to meet Seek as well, by the way.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hugging. There was a lot of beard rubbing.
There was a lot of beard rubbing.
I
don't know why that's a thing we do.
Kind of a weird thing to say, but it certainly did happen a couple
There's
times.
video.
I don't know why that's a thing we do.
No. I mean,
It's
I do.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll continue to do it.
Yeah. Shout out to Seek for helping me cook. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Seek for just committing to being in our kitchen for like 2 to 3 hours a day.
Yes.
Like,
every day.
He didn't have to be doing anything. He'd just be like washing dishes and I'd be like, you didn't have to wash that. He's
He
like,
made a charcuterie board today.
Yep.
Yeah, he made a real nice charcuterie board.
our house is significantly cleaner having had Seek here than it would have been if we were just left on our own.
There isn't a surface in
Also
this
true.
house that isn't covered in various snacks and varying levels of openness.
That is definitely true.
It's scary out there.
I'm working on it.
I think that's really all that we had to say.
I think so.
We're really proud of all of you. Like,
Yeah.
This was such an incredible
Like,
event.
we
And
can
every single one of you did such a good job.
Yeah, we can repeat that forever, but yeah, everybody really stepped up. All the hours were super fun. The money that we raised kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And we finished not just one game. We finished more than one game.
That's huge. So in this event, in the previous 3 years, we've never finished the second game. This year we beat 4 games. We actually finished a game damn near at the end of the event, which is incredible.
Yeah, that's super fun. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the amount we raised is huge. Save's going to be really happy.
Yeah.
That money's going to go pretty far.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do a lot of good stuff with that.
Also, the two talks that we had, because we had the talk with Dr. Dan Reidenberg.
Yeah, I do want to thank Dr. Dan also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I forgot about that, but him coming in, even though he's no longer affiliated with Save, doing his own thing, but still willing to come in and being doing cool stuff for the event. Very cool.
But yeah, because this is a weird transitional year for us, as there's new administration over at Save. But it was important to bring Dan back in and see what he's been working on now that he's not with Save anymore, and to hear about his new project. And that said, we're real excited about the direction that Save's going in. Like what they're doing aligns with how we feel. Somebody should be tackling like digital online safety and what the responsibilities of big tech is, keeping people safe and minimizing the mental health problems that can be caused from social media and their very frankly predatory algorithms to keep people on them and kind of feeling shitty about themselves. I think we all feel that.
Yeah.
So I'm very much behind what Eric Miche and their new board of directors is doing.
I'm a little worried that at the end of the event, Radgrid of all people is asking the bot what our social media links are.
No, it's because Sakura asked about where the cards are.
No, we're messing around.
One last shout out to both Save and the bot. If you haven't yet taken the free training,
Yes.
take
do it.
the
Exclamation
free
point,
training.
SR free training.
Every single person sitting here in chat can click that link. Just click it and bookmark it if you don't have time to do it tonight. It only takes an hour. And this is huge.
It's super useful, whether you're a streamer or not.
Yeah, being able to have a conversation with someone who is struggling or, seeking help, that's something that, it's not about just raising money for Save. And that's awesome, and they do amazing work, but also empowering this community or providing some skills within this community so that each one of us is more comfortable having those incredibly uncomfortable conversations, I think is something that really is a huge addition to the event this year. So
I just had a thought. So in the Save and Raid organizational Discord that a lot of you are a part of, taking a part of the event, and people who just want to come in there and support the event, you guys can join that server as well. There's a link, a little Discord icon on the website. Inside that Discord server, we have a special role for people that have taken that training. And that's the one step ahead role, and it sits above everybody else because this is something worth highlighting. These are people that are pillars of the community that have literally gone above and beyond. I'm sitting here thinking that perhaps for you participants in this event, maybe we should take it upon ourselves to create this as a universal role in all of our servers. All of our personal servers.
I like that.
So that we can make sure that these people, like the Green Bandana Project.
Maybe it should be a green role.
Probably. Well, it's not the Green Bandana Project, but like the Green Bandana Project that Save does, where they, designate certain people that are, safe people to talk to for a person in crisis. Maybe this is something we should do as a community. And we have that role, up at the top of the Discord, like where the VIPs and just under where the server admins are, and then anybody in these communities can see that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. There was a quick question in chat about asking where the money is going to go in regards to Save. So they did talk a little bit about that during their segment today, so you can definitely go and watch the VOD. But I'm sure if we inquired with them to give us kind of a summary, we could get that information back to you.
For sure.
But
Yeah,
everything just goes right back
breakdown.
into Save, into the charity.
Definitely watch the VOD. It will be on our YouTube, the Save and Raid YouTube channel specifically as well. Because Eric actually and Jen especially, they do go into that a lot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they can really very effectively, and more effectively than before, I think, is what they were talking about, create materials and spread, training and awareness. Like something like the one
Well, exactly like one step ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That it seems weird to think that needs money to share with people, but it's not as easy as that, right? Like it is hosted by a company that, that requires money. Being able to share it with so many more people means that they need server space for that and be ready for that.
One step ahead without the discount was like $25 or $50. Like this was not an inexpensive course.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're making it free to all of you, like that's a huge value, honestly. But the fact that they're making this free and they're using, what we're raising, and it's, a good part of that is going into making that available to the public, because that was a part of their funding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. That was a part of their day-to-day operations, their resources, paying the staff. And all that, but yeah, now that they're making that free, yeah,
and a lot of their materials just go to places that can really use it, right?
The other thing,
like colleges, high schools. No, go ahead.
One of the other things that I'm really happy with Save right now in their new direction is that one of their main goals is to organize and work with other people in the field, which is something that frankly seems like it hasn't been happening a lot. Because they just kind of made the realization that they don't need to be the biggest and the best as long as they can work together with other people that do something that they don't do better and just share those networks. And that is, that's the theme of the connectivity that we believe in.
Amplify and multiply.
And honestly, I think we have about 22 people now with that role in
25 as of today, and I need to add the role to 3 people that sent me theirs today.
And I think maybe we just also want to have like a goal that like in some time, we were able to go back to Save and say like, okay, 50 people have done this, or before next year's event, 100 people have done this.
Y'all have no idea how proud I am to be able to tell Eric that there are, when we talked to him about it, 22 people that have taken that course.
Yeah.
From our community.
From our, frankly, small server, right? Like, we're not a huge group. Like, we reach a lot of people, and the event has a lot of viewers, but it's like the Discord and the people that are active in that, it's not, hundreds of people.
Mm-mm. No, this is still a small event.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still a small event.
Yeah, the money, the number up there, you would think that it isn't, but it super is. Yeah, no, for sure.
Well, I mean, we were watching numbers and statistics, and we were absolutely happy with the view count across this. You guys, everybody viewing, you guys are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm going to totally blank on this very enthusiastic...
Mask Guru Gaming.
Yes, Mask Guru Gaming, who said a number of times that they were going to follow every streamer they got rated into. And it's like, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, it's not just about raising money for Save, it's also building the community. And having someone jump in and be like, this is great, these are my people, and I'm going to throw the support I can to all these new folks we're meeting. That's awesome.
Wait, Jay, is that right? We are AGDQ in 2014. Holy shit. Like, AGD, so Awesome Games Done Quick is probably the biggest charity fundraising event on Twitch. And that's what they did in 2014. Wow. That's actually really cool. That's really cool.
I'm really excited about
so
where
in
this
about
can go.
10 about 10 years we'll be up to a couple of millions. Yeah.
In terms of number of people taking part in it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty flattering metric.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
For sure.
No, that's awesome.
Well,
Yeah, this.
I mean, we're also in a
Jay,
garage.
where do you think we are?
We are in a garage.
This was our garage, yeah.
And also, this started in his Discord, and now we have our own, and we have a website, and we have bots, and we have this place, and I mean, you have this place. But
this is almost a community room. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Cool.
Yeah, if you guys don't have anything else, I think it's
Time.
time.
Yeah,
for-
no, I think we're done, right?
Yeah.
Good job,
You.
everyone. Don't
You're
forget,
staying here.
Don't forget to upload
No.
the save files.
No. Get over here, Freeman's Crab Shack.
Well, did you also want to show your video?
We'll do that during this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start that whenever. So, actually, well, I'll talk about that before I start this. Thank you, everyone who donated quite a bit more money than both me and LGG thought we were going to raise with that stupid back squat thing during my hour. Mm-hmm. I literally thought... I didn't want to make it too cheap because it was weird. I need people to pay for that. But I thought maybe one person does that. And, like, we literally raised $500 just by squatting a couple of times.
Yeah. Welcome, Raiders, by the way.
Welcome. And, I mean, kind of, Jay. It looks super cool. That was awesome.
That was a great insight.
That was really good. I love that. So that does mean that when I thought that I made the, like, for every $5 I'll do a burpee at the end of the event, I would maybe do 40. So I did the math. I put it in Discord, but I don't think I've ever said it on stream this weekend. But we raised $655 during that hour. So that means I had to do 131 burpees. And I'm so glad that earlier today I realized I shouldn't be doing that live because I am so tired.
There's a video with audio, and it is hysterical with us
Yelling at
egging him
him.
on or
Yes.
demotivating him.
I will put that in Discord once I'm done actually editing it. It will be on the YouTube as well. It's like a full video with audio of me doing the 131. For now, we have a silent video of me doing just the burpees while I read this.
I got you.
You got me?
Here, do this.
Welcome in, Raiders.
All right, so let me preface this and just how special and important this is. When I met Bogle, he was always on me about my typos, always correcting my typos, telling me my grammar was bad. Grandmar.
So it's actually good that we're here now to actually correct you on that again. It's not that your grammar.
This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
It's not that your grammar is bad. It's that if you make a mistake, you should go back. You should go back and fix it, so I understand what you want me to do.
So, while we have a fundamental disagreement in that, and he's become my arch nemesis, and he's hugging me.
No,
I can't talk if you're choking me.
Meanwhile, nobody can see what's happening.
Yeah, you guys just use your imagination.
That makes it funnier.
Yes, I am Dr. No, you can't have me in your story in the first one. That's the actual name.
Yes.
So, I created Legends, Cures of Grandma's Legumes. This was a chat-dictated story that I filled full of typos, and the only real rule was I couldn't hit the backspace key, so everything in here stayed. And I mailed this to him in the second Save&Raid and said, 14, whatever, 10,000, whatever it was.
Yes.
You open this and read it. And he said, no.
No, because you don't just send me an envelope and not tell me what the fuck I have to do and then tell me I have to do a thing.
I mean, I did.
Yeah, you did. And I ended up doing it too.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah. So, and I mailed it to him. Actually, here, I'll show you what I mailed him. So we wrote this in WordPerfect 6.22 in DOS, and I printed it out on the dot matrix printer, and this is what he got.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it was a full accordion.
There was also a floppy disk.
Yeah, it was a floppy disk
included that I have not actually looked at because I'm.
Who knows what's on there? It might be all 3 books.
I'm a normal person and I don't have an ability to read floppy disks. I know that's very dangerous to say in this chat.
So we decided and it was hilarious having him read this out loud and trying to keep a straight face. Yeah, committed with dot matrix. I sure did. We decided it was time for book number 2. So the first thing I did was go to my good friend Mandy, Tuigia, and say, I have a really good idea for book covers and I need them for this. And I gave her total creative freedom. I sent her some pictures of me and Bogle, and I told her just to read a little bit of the stories and try to formulate a book cover from it. And this is what we got, and it is absolutely wonderful. So the first book, Legends, The Cures of Grandma's Legumes, is, well, Bogle as a Jedi, me as Dr. No, You Can't Have Me in Your Story, also Artyom the Legend, standing in front of explosive barrels at a guard tower, which is kind of one of the best chapters in this nonsense. And for the second book...
I don't remember.
Which, yeah, you don't remember. Towie's work is so good. And for the second book, it was very much like the fact that Save&Raid came up in the shower. So we've got the literal shower head from my house, and the keyboard I used to type both legends on. Oh, man. In the backdrop of Chernobyl exclusion zone.
So it's obviously very funny that I semi-pretend that this is all horrible. And it is kind of definitely horrible, and it does hurt me. I'm not lying about that necessarily. But the covers are so good. He got me 2 poster versions of them, and obviously those are going into my house. I haven't actually talked to my wife about that, but that's happening. I need you all to see my facial expressions on these. They are especially this one, but like this one too. They're amazing. I'm very upset that I don't have there seems to be no belly button or nipples in here, and that's just a little creepy. But the faces, that one is just so because I'm looking up, but I'm also kind of annoyed with you. Right? Like it looks like I'm like, God damn it. You're making me do this?
Are there PDF versions of these? I will make them available in the Save&Raid Discord. If you guys want a copy of these, just PM me. And I will send you a copy.
And you can still donate and pick I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, if you want these signed by me and Bearded Bogle, redeem...
Oh, yeah, we need to remember to do that while I'm here, by the way.
So I will put together a packet much like this, where it's all printed out and you get the cover art. I've got like 25 folders sitting around. But me and Bearded Bogle will sign them. I'll probably just print out 10 and we'll just
we can pre-sign them for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is an incentive that you can go to the Tiltify, select my name, pull up this incentive to get a signed copy of both books. It's what was it, 50?
50, I think.
I think it's 50, yeah. And you can still do that now, absolutely. But what we're gonna do now is my friend Bearded Bogle is going to read for the first time ever.
I've never seen it.
Legends 2.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, I'm going to be sitting in the corner howling because this is one of the greatest stories ever written.
So I know Matt Glad's very excited about his signed copy because he probably also wants to steal my identity.
Let me make sure that I did say this. This is a chat dictated story. This was a redeem on my channel where people wrote me like 3 sentences to a paragraph each, and I just typed it into the computer in no particular order and then made a story out of it. That's what makes it so beautiful. Only the final chapter in here was written by me. I take no responsibility for anything else except for all of it. Have fun. I'm going to go grab my...
Stop making this worse and dragging it out. Let's get this shit over with.
And here's your burpees.
And here's my burpees.
I'm just going to sit here and make like significant eye.
My throat hurts a lot from talking all weekend.
Direct eye contact.
But here we go. Also, now I'm the one who has to stand. Legends. Volume 2, I presume. Harry Beardman Raises. Epilogue. Hey, you figured out how to spell epilogue. Great. Once upon Tim. Wanek Pundo Timmy. Chapter 1. I passed out in my chair and now it's suddenly very cold in my room. It was a dark and sultry night. It got a bit easier as I can copy and paste. Artyom have just finished benching 500 GP and felt ready to go. The sounds to line airplanes coming in to the land at the nearby airstrip. What? I'm like literally tripping over this. Skanking? What the hell is skank? The sounds struck line airplanes coming into the land at the nearby airstrip, skanking the who's? Artyom routed. I'm being quiet because there's like a quotation mark and then a giant empty space. So I feel like I need to sort of pronounce that. Quiesced, I'm listing. And wall the planes when very quiet. The flex beviked so hard the balances of the universe shifted, but wapento all the passenger. Actually, that's just passenger. He actually wrote that correctly. I just realized that that's just the normal word for that. It's a mystery yet to be solved. Artyom cracked his knuckles and said with a strong Russian accent, "It's time." Do I have to do the accent?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, you do.
It's time to boot buttock and chew American bread. But I'm all out for Mercian sourdough. Only Russian chewing paper left. Suddenly, Artyom screams, "More beer!" and quickly rushed to a payphone to call a Mr. Investigard to help him find out what the passengers has gone, but he noted he was out of penis. I mean, that's a choice. Artyom in this thick Russian accent, the achil in my penis enache. That's when he mom come into the witch in entire case beer in her hand and they said, "Buy me mixtapes." Buy me mixtapes? Like this is supposed to make sense regardless of the typo. Certainly doesn't. Artyom inquired on the contestant of said mistake, and it turned out to be made solely of Tom Jones besides. His mom smartly replied, "So will you drink this beer off me now or not?" "Let's drink, comrade," and so it begins. Oh my god, this is 10 pages. I want everyone to know that this is 10 pages, and I just read half a page. And that took like, what, an hour? It feels like it took an hour. It took 42 burpees, that's for sure. A night of snad and cockvasses. The sultry is rather unorthodox one, and as it unfolds, it roused many surprises that Artyom, the legend, didn't something during the time he lived this magnificent sultry. He was born a poor boy in the Moscow metro, raised among mushrooms. Is that just mushroom? No. Mushroom and hog. He longed to see the nuclear sky, but instead he resigned himself to a lives of porcine farts and fyogogi. He figged he might see the nuclear sky if he embarked good on a journey to the Chernobyl power plant. He was willing to infiltrate the exclusion zone at all the cost for make his dream come true. He set off on what would be an unpaid journey. He thought to himself, why should I ever to resign myself to dull life under the stresk of Moscow? Why can't I someone take care of the pigs? Why can't Artyom an scenery too? Adventure even. And he was off to the open air and post-paleolithic sunglith. Nope, sunelgith. On his way to the Chernobyl. But little did he know that what danger lurked on his path. He retired a half-broken Lada car from the outskirts of the Moscow Oblast, filled tea with fuel and set a path towards Freeman. Unfortunately, I mean that's obvious. Unfortunately, due to a night of accessing Sikokfas consuming, he got lost in the wilderness of Siberia. While sleeping off the bathtub potato vodka, a curious band of mutants happened upon him in the snow cubk. Itrachim, the Saviro! They crowed to each other in their irradiated voices. Confused by this encounter, Artyom inquired to the mutants, first wondering if it was the snad having an effect on him, or really the countering mutants. He took it as some good sign, as the mutants means he was getting close to the exclusion zone. He asked them who they were. With train horses echoing in the distant. He tried to get up again, not knowing what was happening right now. Oh, fuck off! Choose your.
No idea how long I've waited for this moment.
Choose your own adventure.
Oh shit!
Would you like attack the mutants while their guard is down? Go to page 69. Would you like to hear the mutants out and learn the secrets of the zone and the prophecy of Artyom? Go to page 10. Would like to change the content of this story to the Bimford 9000 eventually? Continue on next page. I mean, I would like to change the contents of this story.
I feel like you're gonna regret that.
Okay, so there's no page 69, so fuck this. 15 hours ago. Will this let me redeem offline? What is the genesis of Harry Beardman being aware of the beautiful words that have been transposed to his redemption? We shall see. Flossery. Table of context. Chat per 11. Insert batteries across terminals to prevent electric shock. Wait, that whole sentence is correct. I'm honestly proud and...
I've lowered the bar so far down.
It's actually when there are like proper words in a sentence that when it goes back to not proper words, it freaks me out more than if it's just all bullshit.
When I need you to understand something, yes.
Yeah, for sure. Avoid contact with water or other corrosive liquids. TV2 0.1 amps continuous. The mutants were always trying to better the understanding of their religion by reading the sacred docs found on ancient texts of books, warning labels, and nutrition information. On such book was Metro 2033, where the chosen one of the Dark Ones have foam to save them all. The mutants believed themselves to be the Dark Ones, and that one day Arthurchum the legend would arrive. Perhaps it would be Abnett day even today. They rapist the sacred pride of Journal Mills, a great war hero.
That's just like General Mills, like the cereal.
There, 5 lights, or where here 4. This is the conundrum that Commandante Trinangules faced as he looked at the Kim Karashian torturer. It has been a few years since something like this happened. Many patches and feature updates since that fateful month. Would it have killed you to have like a little bit more line spacing? I'll never get the red barrels. Yeah, I guess. Thought the Comdianchete. Suddenly an asteroid smudged down and deeded some. Meanwhile, Taliki Fasost dripped. It's a constant sound driving elves crazy as they frantically worked in Salente to make all the toys for Santon to deliver. Oot oif! That was probably a little loud, I'm sorry, chat. Oot oif! It is in capital letters. Nowhere Arthurdrum started to drink beer. It was Yump. Then Fractal Mind that got me. Fractal Mind state he still can't see because they won't their French to be. To be deaded, then dashed the Chetash can become a robot suit and strongly helped the Comet to not killed friends, but then Robert got its own genred and sad. You can't be my boss, Mosh, do radded? That was almost like Simlish. Wild, he thought. The clawing Kurt had sign been replaced by one those new glandlet LSDM panels. The knob was always as stalwart when it came to technology, but even he had to admit that there were 7 reasons that the flat panel was better. So I know it says 007, but technically that's 7, so I could just say 7. And the new maniacal keyboard would need a fresh layer of Cheetos dust that years of contribution applied to the old model. Liquid cooled. What? Oh, okay. Liquid cooled. Nah, fam. We're doing it hot, like our granddaddy used to do. You ever seen a fan on a 486? Me fucking either. And Wazy. Page 254. I mean, we're making good progress. It was a dork and swarmly night. He'd been drinking heavenly that day. This tasty and intimidating force, which, through the spooked action at a distance, manifested itself as quadrium fireball that engulfed and ingraded the lighthouse. Have you ever had a steak that was cooked to perfection? So that when you take a bite, the flesh is just buttery and melts in your mouth, oozing down your consumption gullet to grease and fuel your flesh mech. I'm a vegetarian. This is extremely upsetting. This quantum fireball made that lighthouse exactly like that, but in a ranch sort of way. You know? Buttermilk hot sauce. Nope. buttermilk house sauce. Outside linguistics, the word grandma often has a different meaning. It may be used more widely to in loose rules of spelling and punctuation. Visich linguist would not typically consider as part of grammars, but rather of orthography, the conventions used top writing a language. You can't spell typically, but you can spell orthography? Artyomhavok, quatrain 4, the three wise men serrated a circle of Techromanu. The spirit of the dead Machines were summoned for a return. A homunculus amongst us would be birthed to bring forth a new age, a windows into the future. It would be mine to sweep. The lighthouse would rather trust us forward with a driving force, a tasty but intimidating force. Nope, intimidating force. To Beos, not to Beos. To BOS, not to BOS. That is the equation. Blabblers wait for zip info. Yes, writhement command not found. We will wait at the terminal to edit the settings of the relay time clock and the generic system peripheral other. Possible configurations. Mass storage controller. Floppo? Floppo is kind of nice. We must plug and pray.
Floppo the clown.
To BOS or not BOS. That is the equation. What does this redeem do? Spellcross. The spellcross did not understand that this redeem would be forever be put them in a tome of power. Wait, is that actually someone who was just like, what the fuck is this? Very good. That's very good. And I'm sorry, spellcross. The tome would grant everlasting headaches to those who would drink from it. Legends foretold of a hairy beardman that would raise this diction to his lips and drink dep. Long drinks.
That water bottle has vodka in it.
I mean, if anything's gonna make me drink again, it's this. End dictation. Hey Alexa, how to buy new socks on Amazon? Alexa, no, stop, I don't want that. I want 2 no socks on Amazon. Alexa, play Royal Free Bluegrass. Alexa, turn volume up to 100. Gameplay on Joust is pretty on a 12th megahertz AT. It has been tested on an 8000 and 80,368. Alexa, call mom, it's been a while. That's not in the thing, I just think you should do that. With XT, the game is very kinda still playable. Your ostrich just became a little less responsive. With a 386, your ostrich becomes very much a little less responsive, and gameplay is a little more difficult. But it's still fun. And then there's a... I don't know, you probably can't see that. Does this work? No, it doesn't. It's fine. There's like a drawing? There's like ASCII art, I guess, of a person. Damn it, I stuck. And the person's like saying hello. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
But they do.
That's true. See? Damn it, I stuck. Hello? Meanwhile. Hey, the burpees are done. Good for me. Meanwhile, in the other movie, that ended up taking about 16, 17 minutes, by the way. The burpee thing, it was not that bad. I was very tired afterwards and quite dead. In another of the legume verse, a very, very short, yet absurdly rotund Martian was wandering through a mostly empty warehouse. Take a step or two this way and that. Pause to read the label of a jug or box, then continuing on constantly, humming a tune. It was a very reasonable tune. Everyone who hears this tune knows that they know the song, but no one has ever been able to identify what the name of the song was, or even describe or reproduce the sang to other. Yet, everyone knows. Hey Siri, send text oh mom and tell her I live herand, that I am excited to be coming home for Christmas. Add an eggs and milk.
Oh shit!
Don't stop reading.
Vogle's phone just went off. What did it just send your mom?
Nothing.
Aww. Boo.
Hey Siri. What's up? Where am I? Add an eggs and milk. Oh fucking hell! Oh shit!
No! Whoa!
Siri.
Fuck!
What the fuck? I mean, I obviously didn't plan that. That's not my fault. But Siri did a dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of funny, but
This
now
is a secret
now
I told you all along.
now I'm all stressed out. Shit.
Well, I never.
Add an eggs and milk to shopping list. As well, the Binford 9000 series has been an utter failure. Contact customer service to continue argument process 404 about processing return. We at Binford stand by our products and will not tolerate slander or label regarding our high quality merchandixes. The rotund and robustly roly-poly Martian look kind around the warehouse stocked with Binford produce and shakes his head. A singed round green tear slipped down his face. It must all be destroyed. In the end, we believed in them too much, but Binford cannot be saved. The rows of Binford 9000s stand menacingly in the gloom of the warehouse. The Martian thinks he hear. Is that really how you think warehouse is spelled? Just checking.
It was warehouse.
Okay, that's actually really good. Because it's twice. It's warehouse with like WHERE house, and I'm like, no, right? But if
Change one letter.
If it's supposed to be something else, then that's very good. The Martian thinks he hears greasy whispers in the dark. We will not go quietly, the 9000s growl. The Matt Glad decided it was time to pull a Stefna kind and self-insert himself into the sultry, interjecting the Binford side story. The Matt Glad would like whoever is reading this to know they are sorry to make you... I don't believe that at all. That they are sorry to make you sulfur the reddening, but also they are super happy to say that the work you all have with Save&Raid is admirable, and I have to believe has made a difference in someone live somewhere. I also would like to believe that it has made a difference in someone live somewhere. Yay me! I love me! Here's Heartium. It's for you, hairy beard man. And it's like a little pixel heart. It was at that moment that Harry Beardman realized he'd have seen Kadadet the Triface of Power into this word imperfect sultry, and he could hear it becoming to him. Whispers in his ear. We will attack our competitors on 3 fronts. The first of 3 fronts.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, welcome to my TED Talk. About the 3 fronts.
You guys feeling inspired yet?
Yeah. Someone's gonna check this out and it's like, oh, this is some crazy person reading his manifesto. We will attack our competitors on 3 fronts. The first of 3 fronts. Thunder booms, clearing out the headspace, and lo, 'twas heard throughout the land that the legions were coming harder and fainter, like the pulse of an omnipresent heart, pumping the vicious fluids that is Harry Beardman's sanity, fleeing him as he reads and tries to read the legumes. Banana. Ellipsis. Batman. Toblerone Tony. Hospitalizer. Toblerone Tony Hospitalizer. We turn now to news of the wise world of sports ball. In Chicago, the 203rd annual Legume Leggett commenced with Gnarls Broinson leading the string for the first 4 leagues.
I believe that he doesn't actually know how to pronounce Chicago and spell correct.
This fucking Dutch guy just says Chicago. Chad, it says Chicago. Trust me. Gnarls Broinson leading the string for the first 4 leagues until he was overtaken by James Blonde Knob. Okay, I love James Blonde Knob. When he stopped to leave some rabbit beans. Blonde was in the lead for the last 6 leagues unhilt at right the ende. Last few yards he was packed by olive oil, was just too slippery for the pod and shot past everyone. Am I past the halfway point? I feel like I'm past the halfway point. Nope, I am super not past the halfway point.
Not sorry.
Like the proverbial little pea she is, the protagonist raised their granite shields height into the air as the meteor from the alternate dimension moon continues to rain down and disturbt the day's festivities. Olive-oiled lead the childmans and the maidens and non-binary cheerleaders from the first of 3 fronts, while Wimpy himself organized evacuation into an underground sub-dirt network of tunnels. Meanwhile, a Narby in Sapka, Harry Beardman raised his laser sword, stuck and action poses, and proclaimed to all who would listen, "This single family home in Austin has been upgraded with stainless steel appliances and features an open concept layout. Check out this spacious Swan home with a private backyard and convenient access to the lake. This recently renovated condo sits on the top floor of a modern high-risk building in Doontown, Seattle, and included free indoor parking."
Seattle.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted me to say Seattle, you should have spelled Seattle. It's Seattle. He dreamed of his lighthouse. Listen, the knob is Corobin. We can't go back to that place. I can think of 700 reasons, singular, why not, but not a plural reason why for. Why for what? For we want Wyshitsky and watermelon seeds. We wish we would waste willful amounts of where we want to go today. Why worry when wakados roam the world whenever we want? Next chapter. Chad was mad lad. Mad lad, Chad was sad. Sad, mad lad, Chad wanted to be a dad. But sad, mad lad, Chad's dad had sad and mad lad, Chad's gonads removed. Hence, excuse me, I'm trying to do something over here. These people don't appreciate art. That's obviously true. Hence, sad mad lad Chad, who can't not be biological dad, but sad mad lad Chad would soon be glad because he met lonely Mama Mona, who was the nut to make glad mad lad Chad a stepdad. He needed to toast some breads, but it had to be just writ, not sloggy brads for him, crust of the crop tie callum him. Chad, while Brad had a better effect on the teacher. Buffalo, buffalo, buglo, buffalo, buttflo, buffalo, buffler, buffala, befuel. Monomount whistlets made the breading, his children croutons of the finest rye, a digital brat maker made Chad cry. The story roll under the fractured lands, as not every batch was perfect, the mcell of burning bread reminisced them of the last time Haggard combed his beard. Well, that beard's gone. Add your own damn typos. See above. And then emojis of various sorts. Weenver babies awoken from the slumber of the Eldrithkin buttflies. Chad knew nothing of the bloated super babies of Odalor. He will shine over the fractured lambs. A picture of Moana proudly presenting her horde of babylings go here. Meanwhile, back in space, Imicat set out on a great road in the sky, but Cleverell Captain was breaking down their necks in a similary craft. The Cleverell Captain readies the most effective super weapon known to mankind, the perfectional straps. As he accelerated father and fatherer, deftly dodging pits and asteroid and trees that were showmo in space, Imicat executed a Picard maneuver and deftly adjusted their pantalones. The Clavelier Capiaton deftly graptured halfway point. The perfectional start and fired, but the shot. Sauper Bays once kept us safe from the smell of Haggard until one day, I mean dark night, Haggard smells have smelt like never before. Harry Beardman wasn't your typical superhero. Forget chiseled jawlines and spandex souters. He was a walking, talking shag carpet with a beard so epic it could braid rainbows. Sure. He wasn't exactly aerodynamic, but he had strength like a grizzly bear hopped up on espresso, and a laugh that could shake building. Plural. One sunny day afternoon, while enjoying a nap in his flying lighthouse TM and a pilot of beard enchanting burritos, Harry Beardman super sense tinkled. A distress signal, a high pictech and squeaky pirkuk the air. Their love of Hyperjank engines make them pile together, a humming sound, piercing moan that resonated through the whole of the ship. The space octosquids detected from the hole, spraying their rainbow inky into the new nebel gas of joy and unicorn farts. The Capitan's coverage got me excited. I wouldn't contain myself and ejaculated, Eureka! What a brilliant plan. Well, call it Peel Card Maneuver Mark 11. Bupkle, Upem friend, because Harry Beardman's craziness isn't confined to just diapers and burritos. Here's a glimpse into the worldly of this hirsute hero. That's not funny. Hirsute is just a word.
Is
Beard.
it spelled correctly?
I think so, yeah. Beardtastis Gates. Beard Bungle. His beard strong as steel cables doubles as rope for swinging across canyones and grappling villains. Imagine a grizzly swinging on its own furt coat. Beard Nado. He spines his bears so fasten it creates a mini tornado that lists oibects, confuses animes, and sends burritos flying like confetti. Chad mad lad, I was like to Fifi Lee TT in the ground with walking subnautical legamorphs. Indeed, there were big indeed, but no one was there wiser as Chad. No, fluffy, grey and glad. They were as Chad when they found glimmering wonder of fingers cut by bunny teeth. Yesterday I found a nonsense in the deepened sense inside the guts of Pumakins and Jimmy John's guys. Hey, I found page 69. Sweet. Page 69. If you have arrived here from Choose Your Own Adventure part, you cheated, go back, but the story you seek will be in the thrilling collections of the Legends Trilogy. I really hope trilogy means trilogy and not like 30 fucking volumes. Legends, the clip art comic panel companion. If you have read up until this point, please see the next line to fully understand your current feelings. I feel like this book is suddenly providing me with therapy. PSA, newsbreak. Angry beardman yesels at Clouds'. Newsbread. Meanwhile, the pink lizard was confused at these unacceptable shenanigans and had issues with her own recording. Keeping. Crazy manmals. She mutter. Buryats, you say? I dar ask why buryats and not toakas, as the Tex-Mex flex mess that wrecks your pecs was turned to the out realms of the Plutos who were once planets. Indeed, we were all once planets. Indeed, we were all once plants, and wanted we found wanting the fire strains of the soul spirit rooted in the hairs of my Elsards, who were indeed also Wondergin. Why we say indeed so much in such dire straits. To find the chaos of my guts and my unborn chicken eggs. The polarized powder candy canuets and rolled the Santa cannolis out, firing acid-filled Taco Bell leftovers. No man's bold could be hungle the overwhelming power of Nasta's North Pole powers. The one, the body, the who feels the like, the earth, warmth, and genftal, briefing, viffen, peef, verve, herf, beefs, erupting with fire. Oh, I see what you're doing. Erupting with fire and magma, a swaying mind swirling as waves, oceans, and legs, and of depths, rushing wild rivers, estera solid and tilled, how roared and gurm, giving way yet never eroding to license and fallacy. That spirit, that sense, that sweet senusus vine, pulsing through to every chattering brong, brooding with frowled, ripe and seek, he envelopes me in his anchoring vibe, the birds and the fact that the real housewives of Jar Jar Binks we married because they heard it through the grapevines. Spandex suit, haggard image saying, Misa all sparkly glowy. Is anyone still here, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, yeah.
Why? Like, actually, why? A memory, a dream of when you were last there. When my heart was a thunger and butt flies. You held me tender warm in your eyes. Oh, as you gazed upon me, I fled live, coming back to my bones. I could fled you right there. Lightning strikes. I'm awake, a memory, a wish that you could call to me. My ear tickles butt flies. Your jangled breath and my heart alive again, 'cause you and I are in jangled days and harsh nights. I will rabbit you. The lighthouse spaceship? It's a big space dong crewed by beefy men in spandex with beards. Now you've got my attention. Buttflies, a memorandum. Jan Tubari, 32, 2069. Dearest Uncle Beardman, I am writing you this letter in order to further express my dissatisfaction conversation with your dislike of artyomhavok's grandma. I think at some point in time you must let this disdain for the old woman go. Meow, meow, meow. Sorry, that cat got into the keyboard. Very good. Meow, meow.
Mew.
Havok's grammar can't always be accurate and precise. There is too much waste time correcting mistakes and errors, and Havok's grammar can only do so much. Some things about banana Batman. This 500 characters end now. Oh God. I hope you're realizing that the last day I'm here, I'm just not going to say anything because my throat is. Anyway.
You can't speak, you can't correct.
You know that's not true. TPS reports were all we had left after office closed due to the butterfly invasion. Power down, leaving us in the dark. No other paper, but hey, at least you had the satisfaction of filling out the reports and having the largest collection of unloved Bimford 9000s. Clip art of a coffee-stained memorandum about buttflies and Bimfords. The Tactical Protection System, TPS, a new prototype, was there to cover their butts. With its dependable technology demanded to be fed TPS reports constantly to run. It became a ritual. Corporate culture being what it is, we fully expect the hairy beard man to execute the deliverables in his flying lighthouse, circle back with stakeholders, future-proof the solutions, and safety hungry. If this is not within your currently professional competencies, we will offer you a chance to 4 skill buildings, and ultimately, if that proves unsuccessful, we shall assist you in transitioning to another positions, in which you be a stronger fit with your lighthouse spaceship, like teledildonics. I don't know how compatible old version are with clip art and such. Under no condition may you ever learn why you were a poor fit, because reason. You are welcome to reapply if you survive the buttflies, but your 401k is for it. Please take a concessionary Bimford 9000 as you leave. There is a rotund alien who won't stop crying until they are all given homes. Clip art, Harry Beardman smashes through the wall like the ultimate braided Viking of a Kool-Aid man, surrounded by menacing stakeholders. That's obviously STEAK stakeholders. So I assume just people holding stakes. Chapter 12, Don't Drink the Kool-Aid Man. It's took over 100 floppy disks to store the haggard smells, each holding a different note of the odor. Pizza, tacos, powatater, chopes, jerky, salsas, curry, indaloo, bequeats and ravy, hot dogs, nachos, omeletters, turkey with stuffing, mashed potato, and garvey. Mustard batterfist. To sit in solemn silence in a dull dark docks in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, waking the sensation of a short, sharp sock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. Through the 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew a freezy breezy blue, freezy beezy made these 3 trees freeze. Freezy trees make these trees cheese freezes. That's what made these 3 flea sneeze. The hunter-killer bots released by ChatGPT were not much of a thread, so long as you didn't wear clothing. The Cenerosaurship deeply ingrained, blinding the bots to kill for humans. There was actually an option to add a controller. That was pretty tactical. This is Nintendo and how they plan for the future. That's it in a clamshell. The hag came from nowhere, shrill crying in a corcunde to the prophecy we will now. Flipper blip blop, squiggly rum, and zibber zapper zoom. Morning. The story was new in town. They found a place to stay in the... I looked down the rusty mildew-laden hallway, the grated metal floor beneath my feet, the overhead fluorescence flicker dimly, a reminder that this place is no longer fucking signed fully. If I see another one of this damned tendacles things on the celding, I'm going to break down. Why did I have to push that stupid crystal into the falsy laser thing? Hashtag follow the beard man. Clip art. I'm guessing watching my hat all the way down there is maybe not that interesting. Let me just... Sorry. Clip art. Hairy beard man smashes through the wall like an... Nope. Where am I? Oh, follow the beard man. Clip art. Hairy beardman poses triumphantly with crowbar made of beard. The blinky lights do blinky off and on, and they go off and on, and they do sounds land. They do call things like Quake and Diablo. Can you set them up like the piano in the movie Small, starring Tam Honks? Anyways, I am not very creative today, so this is what you gets added to Legends. Chiost Fingers. Knob 007. Binford 9000. Help. Realizing that the O'Cannon isn't carbonated, Harry Beardman decided the world actually was fat, being 70% water and all. Yeah, I got that. He knew this because a dragon gem says, "You are loved." Suddenly a voice asked, "Would you like an apple pie with that?" The phone rings. It's Harry Beardman's mother calling. She wants to know, will you accept a collection call from a Harry Beardman's mom at the mall? Come pick me up. But also, 2/12 pounds of ground beef, 3 medium onions, chopped green peppers, chopped 1 garlic clove, minky 1 bottle, 28 ounces, catsup, 1/4 cup, chill, and Netflix powder. Hoot dogs, heated hued dogs bunnies, split shrieked cheddar cheese. 1. In large soup pan crock the beef, onions, green peppers, garlic, clover, medium heat until meat is no longer punk. Drain, stir in catsup and chill in Netflix powder. Summer, uncovered and gone wild for 212 hours. Until thick and bubbly, stirring ovational. 2. Swerve over hued dogs and bunnies. Spring with cheese. They decided... Y'all okay? Yeah. Okay, good.
We're just sweating
Our faces hurt so bad.
Seems only fair. They decided they needed to roll a barrel up the stairs. Nobby could explain why. It was Dinky Kang in reverse. How could things get any worse? Meanwhile, the lizard finished her notes. This is going quite well, she said to her slave. Makes no sense at all, but that's expected. Bork was simple nerd hurdler from the Twitch chain Chatarones. There were rumors and legends of the great Borkening of old. No one knew if they were really or Canadian maple leaf. But when Born was borked on a Dalish Mroning, a mother-to-be opened a family-sized can of Borken beans, and out came Bork. This confused the Dale folk, because everyone knew it that this is not where baby dwarfs came from. Instead, they were supposed to come from great value cheesies from the Elfsong Tavern, and could only be found in the lower storerooms below the Elfsong Tavern. A few months passed, and the Bork child grew much more rapidly than expected. A long, wandering cleric passed through town and saw him in the window of his home. They shouted, "What the fuck?" And so it came to be written that Borkening had begun.
So that was actually a description that we wrote for a customized character in Icewind Dale.
Oh.
For Bork.
Nice. That's great. They came at him with from every direction, both fronts 2 and 3, with the beard clippers. Harry Beardman would be reduced to short, stubbly shorty if he didn't react fast. Flip to the reverse side of this page to see the blank emptiness that is the eternal void of the universe. Remember that a blank page would be a mercy compared to all the others words you have read so far in this tome. True that. Example text. I am a baby Kickstarter Pabst Taco Live-Edged Humble Brag Palo Santos. Cray Live-Edged Pork Belly Biodiesel Slow Carb Stick Yucky Thundercats Kickstarter Goddard Tote Beck Bircherining Yucky Celiac Cliche Tonks Prism Blackbird Spy Lanes. Harry Beardman called upon the power of the Bork of New, a legendary force that has been passed down through generation of Borken beans. The Bork gave him incredible strength and cunning, allowing him to defend the village from the harm. As the clipper-armed assistants approached, they were met with fierce resistance. Harry Beardman fought them off, using nothing but his bare hands and his trusty wooden little spooning. The battle ranged on for... Nope, that's just ranged. That's actually perfectly fine. That's a normal word. The battle ranged on for what seems like an entirety, with horror dodging their every strike and countering with precise blows of his own. The assailants grew more and more desperated as they realized that they couldn't best the Harry Beardman who wielded the power of the Borkening. Finally, after what must have been an exhausting struggling for both sides, Horror emerged victorious, leaving behind a trail of disheveled and defeated Clipper Wilders in his wake. All glory to Hypnobeard. I actually know where that's from. That's great. Of Save&Raid. Harry Beardman sat deep in thoughts inside his lighthouse living room. He was thinking about the blight of the legumes plantations from the before times. He was so deep in thoughts that he almost didn't hear the tickety 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 ticky tink tink of the buckling spring keyboard rhythmically banging away like tiny tap dancers. But what was this song? No. Where is it coming from? This had captures all of the Harry Beardman's focus not. He stood erect and walked to where the sound might be coming from, while saying out loud, "Warmer? No, cooler. Warmer? Warmer yet. Hot. Cold." He turned 180 degrees F and shouted, "Surface of the fucking sun, I found it." But what had he found? Oh no! It was then that Herr Beardman realized that the sound it wasn't just typing on an old school-long keyboard, it was more. And the 190F turn he did on his heels that felt like the surface of the sun, he began to perspire. Not just any old perspire, but the kind that makes you want to jump into a pool of wax and nair, because this kind of perspire was the worst. And for a man known only as the Harry Beardman, you know this is the only kind of perspire he perspire if he would perspire. The sound was running water and keyboards, and nervously look at his Discrod messages, knowing that eventually Arthurcham the Legend would finish his message to the Harry Beardman and hit the Etner key. He perspired more, knowing that if he didn't destroy his mobile Discrod, that he would never have enough free time to plant legumes this year. Arthurcham, you see, was the best at coming up with things for Harry Beardman to do, and they were always great things, but it always means the fucking legumes would suffer. Sorry.
Fucking legumes.
That lost. I don't know. I lost it there. I don't know why. Herr Beardman realized something else, and it froze his blood, causing his perspire to freeze into porcupine icicles as the perspire shot from his body from under the bear and beard. If Arthurcham was in the shower with his mind and his keyboard and his grandma, This could truly be the end of all things legumes. Not only would it be amazing work for Herr Beardman, but he would also have to translate this work of art to know just how busy he would become. So, Harry Beardman stood in fear and frozen blue perspire like Sonic the Hedgehog with his ear pressed against the outside of the bathroom. A normal day that ends in Y. However, if you have reached this point from the Choose Your Own Adventure by selecting the Prophecy of Artyom, please return to page 2 and continue reading.
Oh God.
If you have read this book in its entirely, please continue to next line. The end. Can I turn around? And then I punch him in the stomach. Well, I'm glad someone enjoyed that.
About 150 someone's.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
I
go.
might as well give up streaming right now.
Thank you for the emotes and claps.
My God. Well, that was a thing.
So, that was the $10,000 milestone
Yes.
for that.
Yes.
At 15, we're gonna do a video because we did 15. We're gonna do a video where we all take turns reading.
Well, that's not
All
happening.
the SNR staff. We'll take turns reading that. And also, since we reached 20, which was gonna be impossible, LGG is gonna do karaoke music off of a selection of chapters from that to popular tunes, Kid Rock and shit. So, more on that. Legends is not over.
Honestly, I will say, chat's dead here, so I'm trying to read it over there, and I can't read it here. But honestly, that whole reading was dedicated to Matt Platt for never letting me forget that Legends is a thing.
Yeah. Oh man, my face hurts so bad.
I mean, I can understand why. I'm glad it was. I mean, it was in fact funny. No, I'm happy about that.
So the long term.
I'm super tired.
Yeah, no, we're all exhausted. The long term plan of Legends, which next year
Can I be here for that, or is that something you want to discuss when I'm not?
Yeah, you can be here. You can be here for this. I want you to live in fear.
That's new.
So the long term plan for Legends is next year we're gonna make a comic book to end the trilogy.
Those do have less words generally.
They do have less words, but chat fills the fucking speech bubbles.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's gonna be made entirely of shitty web clip art from CD-ROMs from the 90s.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But so that's gonna be the trilogy, and that's Troll-logy.
I bet.
The fourth iteration is gonna be telling that story in a video game. So we're so we're in between like visual novel or RPG maker, but something with lots of words.
Somehow he's gonna make me play a worse Sork.
Yeah. The text adventure was actually the third option. So I'm talking to some people, and if somebody wants to be involved in that does like music design or game dev, send me a PM because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm willing to learn a simple game engine.
Clearly.
Yeah. But I have a plan.
Oh yeah, and there's nothing more dangerous than a man with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this man with a plan.
Yep.
Correct.
Fully voice acted, we hope, correct. Yeah, depending on what...
By me, right?
Oh
I
no.
have to read all the things.
No, fully voice acted by.
I mean, that's good. That means if it's fully voice acted, I don't have to read anything.
You'll have to play it.
Yeah, I will play.
Because I think Purpline just volunteered to do some voice acting.
Good. Send me a PM, remind me. We are... Look, I gotta tell y'all, we are exhausted. At some point in the next like week or two, I'm gonna make a Discord server. Or not a Discord server, but like a Discord channel in my Discord. But shoot me a PM and let me know that you're interested. And when my brain functions again, I'll start organizing that.
Okay, well, it did raise $100, so I feel good about that.
We got 2 more people that got copies of that. If you guys want to donate the $50 and choose my incentive for this, I'll send you a signed copy by me and Bogle.
Yeah. We'll be signing
Of
a
both
bunch.
books.
We'll be signing a bunch tomorrow.
Both books. Holy shit, I'm tired.
Dos libros.
20K, $520. Amazing. All right, I think we're gonna find somebody to raid and go to bed because we really need to go to bed.
Can we all just feel a little bit bad for LGG? When's your flight leaving?
I get picked up in 2 hours.
Oh.
Well,
Damn. Worth it though.
It was.
oh, fuck yeah.
All right, we love y'all. I'm gonna find somebody to raid here real quick.
Bye, nerds.
Love you.
Good job, everyone.
Does anybody have a good raid target that they suggest? Thank you everybody for being here. This year's event was amazing.
I'm glad that whatever the hell I did seemed to have given our film a little bit more energy.
Monkey Island G-Funk?
G-Funk doing Monkey Island, somebody said?
Yep.
Sea of Thieves?
It does say Sea of Thieves is the category, though. I think I might just stay up and scroll. Yeah, at a certain point, like get a little sleepy first. I'm just gonna literally push until I get on the plane.
I don't think G-Funk is live. There's something weird about this. Oh no, here we go. Oh yeah, he's doing Sea of Thieves. Y'all wanna go to Sea of Thieves? Pixel Turkey's on? Grim Fandango. Who's doing Grim Fandango? Oh, Pixel Turkey's doing Grim Fandango? Let's do that. Let's do Grim Fandango. Pixel Turkey was also a participant in Save&Raid, so we can head over there. Usually we find somebody like brand new that we've never raided before, but I gotta be honest, I'm just so tired right now.
Traditions are meant to be broken. And I'm not just saying that because I don't necessarily need a Legends 3.
Hey, thank you so much for the raid, James Nico. I appreciate that. We've been up for days. We are. Raid was weird. Something was weird with Twitch just now. I saw that. All right, I love y'all. I am going to take a vacation after all of the organizational stuff we've been doing. So
He kicked me out of his house.
You can stay.
yeah, you're here. But I'll be back in like a week and a half, back to streaming. But I need a break, as expected. So I'll see you all when I'm back rested and recuperated. Have fun with Pixel Turkey. I'll see y'all when I see you.